Weekly Sauce, episode 68, 67 in the books. We had Andre Petrosky of the UFC, fresh off his KO win in his debut in the UFC, calling out Sean Strickland, calling out Luke Rockhold, calling out anybody in the middleweight division. Basically, Andre will take everybody out, except he never answered my call. I will gladly go fight with him in a jiu-jitsu match, but he doesn't want to answer. He won't answer the bell, and it makes sense because I will probably beat him. This episode, as usual, is brought to you by Mike's Bbq Rub. Visit Mike's Bbq Rub, MTL.com, and use hot sauce 10 for 10% off. Our guest that we have on today, maybe he does like Mike's Bbq Rub. I know a lot of Armenians love meat. I don't know an Armenian guy that is a vegetarian or a vegan. I don't know an Armenian guy. I know plenty of them. I don't know an Armenian guy that doesn't like a good bottle of Jack Daniels here and there. Doesn't like Costco, a cigar, but meat. For sure, Armenian guys love meat. And we have one of the ultimate beauties from the pride of Yerevan, Armenia, from Montreal, Quebec, Erik Bazinyan, 26-0, super middleweight boxer. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, man. I'm good, and you?
That was very, very good, man. Very good. I'm glad to have you on. Alex, he's a huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
And we're glad to have you on, man. We appreciate it. We're Montreal boxing fans, Alex and I, so you coming on is an honor.
Thank you, man, for the invitation, and we'll have a good talk today.
So what's coming up for you? What are you training hard? I assume. What's next for you? You have a fight coming up?
Yeah, I'm working very hard now. My next fight will be in December. It's gonna be a big show in Montreal, and I'm gonna have a big fight this time. And I can't give anyone. It's very confidential about my opponent thing because it's not announced yet. Okay. But it's gonna be a good fight with a good opponent, and he's really working hard.
It's gonna be Canelo.
No. Yeah.
Is it for it's defending your title, obviously?
Maybe I don't know any details yet, but they are in the working progress. So soon, in 2-3 weeks, we're gonna do the honors and everything.
So when did you come to Canada? I know you were born in Armenia. When did you come here, and when did you get into boxing?
I came to Canada when I was 16 years old. In 2000, started boxing in Armenia when I was 13 years old. I boxed there for like 3 years, and then when we moved with the family to Canada, I continued boxing in Canada. I became a national champion. I boxed 2 years, represented Canada. Then I went pro when I was 18.
Did you go to the Olympics?
No, because when I was 18, there was still 3 more years to the Olympic Games, and it was like a waste of time because I was fighting the same guys and beating everyone, and I need something new, you know.
Well, Alex told me about your amateur record, 101-1. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
108-1.
8-1. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I apologize. 108-1 amateur, you know. Honestly, it's impressive. I mean, we always hear, like, if you look at like Lomachenko, we always hear about his amateur record, 201 or whatever it is, and it's always like the thing that people highlight, but people don't realize how many fights you actually do in amateur. So somebody like you who's fought 109 times in amateur, who's like one guy that beat you? Does he ever message you, be like, "Hi, I beat you"?
No, he was a friend of mine, but it was my first fight, and it was in the nationals, and it was my first fight, and I lost. So
it was your first fight ever?
Yeah.
And he's from Montreal?
No, in Armenia I started.
Okay. I was gonna say
I did 80 something fights over there. Then I moved to Canada. I did like 30 something.
Who did you start training with when you came here?
There was a gym called Sherbatov.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I started there for a year. Then I moved to Grand Brothers boxing gym in West Island. So I trained there 3 years. No, 3.5, 4 years even. And after that, I signed a contract with I have the Tiger Management. and I started training with Mark Ramsey.
I mean, all good moves. I train at Otis's. Well, not as much anymore, but I train at Otis's here and there, and that's a good gym. But Mark Ramsey, Eye of the Tiger. I mean, you can't be in a better place there either. I mean, you've experienced a lot of the best trainers in Montreal, right? So Montreal is a mecca for Canada in boxing.
For me, Mark is one of the best trainers in the world. He's very serious and he's very dedicated, and he's working hard. Even being a coach, he works hard.
Yeah.
So Erik, growing up Armenian, we I believe we both watched Artur Abraham, right?
Of course,
Yes.
even I did.
Of course, I was growing up. I loved him. He was my favorite boxer growing up, and whenever he fought, my dad would always make sure the fight was on whenever he fought. Who was your inspiration when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, I just started boxing. I started just because of Vigdar Chinan and Artur Abram, actually. Because when I was young, they were showing their fights live on the national TV. And I used to watch with my grandfather at home. And it was like crazy, like all the countries watching, live the fight and being proud, And when I started boxing, I started with my friends of my school. So it was like popular, and then I was watching. When I got into boxing, I was training and started competing. So they were one of my idols, like it was supporting me because I was Armenian, and I was looking them as like I look in the mirror, when you see yourself in the future where you're gonna be. I was looking at them, where I want to reach in my life.
What when you came to Montreal, who were the guys that were like you were training in the gym and you noticed and you're like, okay, these are the guys that I need to like get my caliber up to their level?
There was a few guys, but mostly I did a lot of sparrings and good trainings. A lot of world champions here from Montreal, like Artur Beterbiev, David Lemieux, like many guys that we had here, Lucien Boutet. So I got a lot of experience with the world champions and the guys who had a lot of experience,
And we could talk about like Armenians and how tough they are, and growing up in Armenia, how big was like wrestling and judo over there?
Wrestling, the most popular right now it's wrestling in Armenia, and
Yeah.
wrestling and boxing, and the two sports are the most popular one right now.
Boxing even more than judo?
And judo, yeah.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Alex?
And a sport that we don't talk about, but they call it a sport. It's chess. We love playing chess.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like grandmasters that come out of Armenia.
There's a lot of Olympic champions, world champions of chess, I think.
There's a lot of grandmasters that come out of Armenia. It's true. I always forget about that. And listen, Armenia has bred probably the toughest guys in the world, man. Like it's one of those things. Would you ever consider seeing that wrestling and judo are huge in Armenia? Would you ever consider maybe doing an MMA fight and doing a little training for about a year, or you're a boxer at heart?
Yeah, I don't like to mix the sports. I don't like seeing nowadays like boxers fighting MMA fighters. Yeah, if there is money, yeah, fight too.
Money
Like,
talks, man.
Money talks, yeah. But changing sports, that's for me, it's not good because it depends for who. Let's say I have a kickboxer friend, Melsik Bagdasaryan.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he turned into MMA and UFC because in kickboxing, everybody knows there is no money and there is no future. It's not like boxing. Boxing, it's huge. So UFC, MMA, it's very popular nowadays, and you have no choice. Even for the wrestlers, they have no choice. There is no money in wrestling, so you have to change to MMA. Everybody they do that. But for me, I don't know. It's too much MMA.
So if
you have to do wrestling, you have to do jiu-jitsu, you have to do kicking. It's too much. For sure, if I dedicate myself and I train hard for a few months, 100%, I'm sure I can do good because I did a lot of street fights in Armenia. And I wrestle with my friends sometimes. I know I can do good. It's just it's a shame, on me. Like, what if I become a world champion and I go to MMA and I lose to a guy who chokes me a shit opponent,
But it's not your. You can always fall back and say it's not my discipline. That guy is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm like a world champion boxer. We met on the ground. If we were standing up, I would destroy him. Like, it is what it is. But I get what you're saying. It's like for you, especially you're young now. You're 26 and 0. The sky's the limit for you, right? So there's no reason for you to go there. But I will ask you this: if Jake Paul said, "There's a kid out of Montreal. He fights as a super middleweight champion. I want him." Do you taking the fight or what?
Right now.
Yeah, you would.
So of course, yeah, because this guy, the YouTubers, they make more money than us now.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm making 5-8 million a fight, 10 million a fight.
Well, I think his last fight, he made 2 million, but that doesn't include like all the pay-per-view buys and stuff like that.
I think I read he made 8 million, and the other guy made like 3 or 4 million, half of it. That's where I read
what's his name? Tyron Woodley made only 3-4 million.
Yeah, or 5.
That's crazy. Okay. That's the thing is every boxer says the same thing though. They all say, "Yeah, I'd fight him." Like right now, just to kind of like end the whole era. But the thing is, this guy's not gonna go away. Like it is what it is. I don't mind it.
Yeah, why not? If he can, let him do it. The people are idiots that are watching and making him money. You know what I mean?
It's not boxing. Like it's boxing, but it's not like the boxing that you do. You know what I mean? It's different. It's a different version.
It's not it's a show. It's not a sport. Like,
yeah.
This guy is a YouTuber. He's not even good. But props. He steps in the ring. He fights a former UFC fighter. Why not? If he can make millions like that, props. Me,
exactly. You'd rather be a champion.
Yeah. So we're talking about dedication. The first time I came to see you was when you first fought at the Bell Center. It was against Jodiel Zepeda. Yeah, against Zepeda. Yeah. And I was with the Armenian gang all the way up, and then we went all the way down for your fight. And then we all started in screaming "Ero, Ero," and all that. I was in that gang. I wasn't there, and the way I discovered you was because of my dad's friend. He told me, "Hey, there's this new Armenian boxer. He's in Montreal now, and he's gonna be like this next superstar." I'm like, okay, I'll go watch. And then you didn't disappoint. You boxed really well, and that event was amazing because David Lemieux was there, Elder Alaves, Jermel Charlo, Adonis Stevenson. I loved the event, and since that fight, I always followed you, and you showed a lot of dedication.
I appreciate it.
To the
I was young. I was like 18 years old there, 18, 19.
Like that was
like 7 years ago.
Imagine you're 18 years old. That's the thing about boxers that people don't realize, right, Eric? Is that you're 18 years old and you're fighting at the Bell Center. You're fighting at MGM Grand. You're fighting in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, at the beginning of the round, at the card, there's not a lot of people in the stands, but you're still fighting in these environments. People don't realize that how early.
It's good. It's a good experience because I think it was my 4th fight, and like I did like the 3 fights in hotels, small place. 800 or 1,000 people. But this fight you go it's like boom, like the lights and everything, the huge place. It's a good experience,
What's your walkout song?
Armenian songs. They're different. Yeah, there is sometimes now I put Tupac, All Eyes on Me. I don't know, I like that song.
It's another very Armenian thing is to like Tupac.
Yeah. It's a hype. He's our brother.
He's your brother. Tupac Shakurian.
Yeah, Shakurian. But I like Armenian songs. It's I like songs that it hypes me.
Yeah. Like what? Name me one song that I can download and I'll put it in for the episode.
You can put Artsakh or
Artsakh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a famous song. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. If I hear it, I'll probably recognize it. But
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
it's just like the Armenian language is so different. You know what I mean? So it's tough. Like I'm
But
Greek.
it's just music. It's not a song.
Oh, there's no lyrics. Okay, cool. Yeah,
No,
I'll
it's
probably
not
recognize
lyric.
it. Okay, that's beautiful. I'll put it on. We'll put it on for the show.
Yeah,
So-
we did that a lot in Armenia. There's a lot of songs that there's no singers. It's just
Instrumental.
people playing instruments. Yeah.
So Eric, so you fighter, you have a fight coming up. We don't know what it's gonna be. If you had to pick one guy other than this person that you're about to fight, who would it be?
Like
In
your dream fights.
in any weight class, you're like, this is the one. I need to make a move to be one of the best in the world. This is the guy.
Right now, in my position where I am in my life, like in my career, I don't look at these things, and I'm not that type of a person either. You know, to look at the guys to call out or this or that. Yeah, maybe one day I have no choice. I have to do that. You know, it's like political little game that's to do it. You know, to make a little hype, to make good money. You know, so that guy that I want to fight, let's say Canelo. You know, I'm in that position to fight Canelo, but he doesn't want. I have no choice not to call him out many times. So he says, you know what, let's do it. And I make a few million, and I have the opportunity to become a world champion. But for right now, I concentrate mostly on myself, on my body, to work hard to develop my conditioning, you know, physically to get stronger, you know, and to get 3 fights of experience fights to get in my career, and that's it. You're ready for world title.
Where do you do your strength and conditioning?
Where in Montreal?
Well, yeah,
we have a
what gym?
it's a CrossFit gym. It calls La Vestiaire, but our coach is very good. You know, he works specific stuff, different stuff. We do like weights, we do weightlifting stuff, we do everything specific to boxing, to your punch, to get stronger, you know, to become more athletic, you know, explosive, different stuff. It's good. And the boxing too, we are working very hard and to get to the another level.
Well, if you need a sparring partner, I can be your punching bag if you're down.
No problem, man.
What's your okay? Let's debate on this. What's your favorite Armenian dish?
Hard. No, I like every food. I'm not a picky person in food, but oh my god, I can't tell you that. Maybe
okay, I'll tell you my. Okay.
Yeah, I like Armenian barbecue, you know, or like I have no. I like all the food. Like I don't have just one specific.
Okay, so I love the Armenian barbecue, but one thing that I always love because my mom always do it, but it's dolma. You cannot go. Yeah, dolma. You cannot. It's so it's basically stuffed grape leaves with ground beef in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Greeks have it too. Yeah.
And you roll.
Yeah, exactly. You roll afterwards, obviously, and then you boil it, and then it's amazing. You put a Greek, not Greek yogurt. You put garlic yogurt on it, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. Dolma.
We have so many different.
So the Armenians from Lebanon, they eat the dolma with that, and that's with the rice. But the Armenians from Armenia, they eat the dolma, and that's with the meat.
Just with meat.
Greeks, we have it too. We stuff vine leaves, and it's a mix of rice and meat. I think it's the same thing. I think it's pretty much the same thing. It all depends on the region is how you make it, right? What about Armenian poutine? You ever had one of those?
Armenian poutine.
I don't even know if it exists. What would be an Armenian poutine? Like a Greek poutine is
sujuk.
Like sujuk. What is that?
Sujuk.
What is that?
It's a type of spicy sausage, and those would be amazing on poutine.
Okay, no, but
Yeah.
like a Greek poutine is like roasted potatoes with feta and like olive oil.
I
or
think
meat
it would
sauce.
be good to make like basturma sujuk poutine. It would be a good combination.
I used to
That would
work.
be
Two
great for
different,
combination.
two different meat with the fries. You know, it's good.
I used to work at Morilados, and they used to have bastarma there, and I would always cut a piece every time. An old Armenian woman would come in and ask for it. I would have to cut it for them. I would always cut a few pieces. And
Yeah.
it was so good, man. It
It's
was
the basturma. I like to eat with the like. Not a lot of people they make good basturma. You know, I eat the homemade. My grandma sometimes she makes. I like to eat with the like lavash. We say it's like pita but more tiny
yes.
and it's more salty. So you put a bar on it, very light. Just to have the taste. You put
Yeah.
basturma and you roll. It's like a small sandwich. It's very good.
Yeah. I'm getting nice and hungry now. I'm gonna go get some bastarma. No,
Yeah.
my girlfriend's Lebanese. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna be like, "What is this? Why are you getting this?" But honestly,
You can put basturma even in the omelette too. It's good.
oh yeah.
It's
Well, it's
very
because it's kind
Oh
of
yeah,
spicy.
Yeah,
omelets.
Yeah.
You put butter. You put like 5, 6, 7 basturma, like, and you mix the eggs, and you just put on it. It's sick. It's the best.
And tomato. And tomato. You have to put
Tomato
tomato
too. You can tomato and green peppers.
Yes.
Fucking right.
That's
Very
amazing.
So
It calls a Caucasian omelette name.
when you we kind of got derailed here, but because it's a food talk. Everything. You started talking
Okay,
about
let's stop
food.
talking food.
So you know what I want to talk about food with you is I want to talk about food while you're cutting weight.
Yeah.
That'd be the best because then your mind's
While I'm
like,
cutting
wow.
weight, I look at the food pictures.
Really?
So
Yeah?
when I finish my weigh-ins, I I eat
That's crazy. Man.
always.
That's crazy.
Especially when I fight outside of the city, like in USA or somewhere else. I like when I weight cut process a day before, like I'm dehydrated. I go on the Instagram. Where is the weigh-in next to it? I check the restaurants. I clarify where I'm gonna go eat. I check the pictures, the steak and pasta and everything. So I'm going crazy.
You just go crazy.
I look at like when I'm thirsty. I look at like pictures of cold cocktails or juices. When the
Really?
water is like
Do you
it's
because you
just crazy.
is it when you look at it can you taste it like when you're cold and they say if you look at fire you feel warm, is it the same thing?
Maybe, but no, it's bad, man. You want to drink water, but you can't.
That's crazy, man.
But lately, it's been few years, 4 years. I do easy weight cut. I always do it before, and I don't lose much on the one day before. Before I used to do 10 pounds, 11 pounds every night, but a lot of people they do it like 70-80%. They lose a lot of weight. But right now I do it before on the fight week. So every day 1-2 pounds, and I just have like 2-3 pounds a day before. So I just do a little jogging and I am on my weight.
So you mentioned when you go to other places this is what you eat, but when you go to other cities, who's in your corner? Who do you bring with you?
Oh, my coach. Then we have 2 assistant trainers. My coach, yes. So they come with us.
That's it. You just bring 3 guys, your family, you leave them here, your friends. Do you have anybody
Yeah.
like entourage that you bring with you?
No, whoever wants to come, they come. Like my brother, father, my wife, or wherever. But depends where is it,
Yeah, of course. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't like to bring too much the family or anything. 'Cause you go to war,
It's work, right? It's also
Yeah.
work. So it's like I'm not bringing my wife to my job.
Yeah, or my son. I don't like to do that. I did once when I fought in Vegas first time, because I had to stay 1 month in LA.
Okay.
So my parents they came, my wife, my son, my brother, everyone. I have a lot of friends. They came from LA too, but it was a mistake because your brain is like before the fight.
You can't
It's
disconnect.
about, like in the hotel room, like you are like thinking about what is your son doing? He's a kid, 2 years old
Yeah.
he was, and it's tough, and you can't not to go check. You go check sometimes, and it's tough. It's not whatever. It's experience. It's you learn, but after that, I never brought my son or I did everything alone because you go to it's more relaxed. You have to stay in your hotel room, separated. You have to your mind focused to the war.
It's tough because, like you said, you're going to war, Alex.
Yeah,
So out of your 26 fights, professional fights, which one would you say was your toughest, and which one are you like, the most proud of that you won?
Each fight, I learned something from my opponent, and even if I knock the guy out in the 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 6 rounds, you still learn something. It's experience, There is one fight here I fought. It was my first fight that the guy was known a bit here, Francien Tetou. It was in the Casino de Montreal. That was a good fight. I stopped him.
That was a great win.
Yeah,
great win.
But he was giving me some shots to win. It was good experience. That fight and another fight I did. Every fight I'm proud, man.
That's good, man. Honestly, we're proud to have you on. You're a fantastic guy. You're a good boxer, and you're the proud of the city, and you're making Montreal boxing fans proud for sure. You're making the Armenian community proud also. They're gonna have a whole barbecue set with Jack Daniels. Tupac is gonna play in the background. All kinds of meat on the grill. Basturma for everybody. With what was the name of the pita bread you said with the butter on it?
Lavash.
Lavash. A little lavash. There's gonna be a spread everywhere. Everybody's gonna party when you become the.
You just throw lavashes.
That's it. Just fucking. If the next time you fight in Montreal and we're there, I'm throwing lavash. I'm throwing basturma in the ring. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna you're gonna get hit in the face with a piece of basturma. It's gonna go viral. It's gonna go viral.
You're fighting on national TV and. Say Showtime or something big with DAZN, and somebody hits the opponent with a sandwich of basturma.
I would love it, man. I would love it. Armenians would be on the map. It'd be because of me, a Greek guy from Lovat.
Canelo Alvarez got hit with the basturma sandwich.
It's gonna be a war between Mexico and Armenia. Are gonna be in a war.
They're gonna throw back some tacos.
It's just gonna be food all over the yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming on, buddy, man. It was awesome talking to you. Good luck with your future fight. We don't know who it's gonna be, but hopefully they announce it soon.
Thank you.
And hopefully it's big because you deserve big things, buddy. The hard work you put in. That was Erik Bazinyan. Alex, any last words for our guest?
No, man. Honestly, I'm super happy that you came on. I'm now a big fan of yours because ever since the first fight I saw you in the ring live, I'm like, okay, this guy is gonna go far, and you didn't disappoint. And you didn't disappoint me.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you guys for inviting me to the show, and hope I won't disappoint you.
Never, buddy, never.
And we'll go far.
If you put those gloves on, you won't disappoint anybody. We appreciate you coming on, buddy. As usual, this episode is brought to you by Mike's Bbq Rub. Visit Mike's Bbq Rub, MTL.com, and use hot sauce 10 for 10% off. Wait for the announcement from Eye of the Tiger. Also, wait for Mike's Bbq Rub to announce they're coming out with a Basturma rub. And then you'll be able to make Basturma rub all the time. And then we'll call it the Bazinyan, and it's going to be perfect. So Mike's Bbq Rub, hot sauce 10 for 10% off the entire site. My name is Terry. That was Alex. That was Erik Bazinyan. Peace.